Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of Blue Jay Acres. Today is another what we're eating today. We did kind of like a brunch before Luke and I had to head out to his therapy today. So I'm going to share that with you, and then we're going to do a pretty easy dinner tonight too. So this is going to be another pretty easy day of meals. Wednesdays are a very busy day for us, so alright, let's get started. Here is brunch. Okay, so for breakfast today, we are going to make a sausage bake, or sausage just skillet. I'm going to start by putting on my pot, heating it up. I just have some ground pork here. It has no seasonings or anything to it yet. So I'm just going to kind of mash this. And then I'm going to add my seasonings. I'm going to start with 1 teaspoon of salt. A ½ teaspoon of dried parsley. Some dried sage. Some dried thyme. About a 1/4 teaspoon of black pepper. A little Korean red peppers, and about a 1/4 teaspoon of coriander. I'm just going to kind of mix that all up in here. I also just have some onion and some tomato that we had for sandwiches the other day, so I'm going to dice that up and throw that in here as well. Just going to throw that in there. Then I'm going to start adding some eggs to this. I'm just going to kind of stir this up. Okay, and then I'm just going to top this with some cheese. I'm just going to cover and let that just melt. Alright, so here is breakfast then today. Charles is not home, he's at work. So that's it, that's breakfast. Okay, so for lunch today, everybody just kind of ate whatever leftovers were in the fridge. And now it's 3:30, but I'm gonna, or 3:15 around there. Luke's teacher is gonna be here soon. So I need to get dinner started because we're gonna have chili tonight, and that takes a couple hours on the stovetop. My light burned out up here, so sorry it's kind of dark. I got the YouTube light on. This takes a certain kind of light bulb, so Charles has to stop on his way home from work and get one because I don't just have one here. So let's go on and start on this chili. Okay, so the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add a little bacon grease to my pan. Now you could add olive oil, whatever you like. That's just what I'm gonna use tonight. So I think it'll give a good flavor to the chili. And I'm gonna let that melt. In that, I'm gonna add 1 chopped up onion. And I'm going to add a little bit of bell pepper. Just a little. Just saute this up. I'm also going to add 2 pounds of ground beef to this. I am keeping tonight's chili bean free, but if you wanted to cut the cost, you could add some beans and leave out the meat altogether, add a bunch of different beans, or you could do half beans, half beef, either way. So I'm going to just get this all cooked together. I've got some beef broth here. I just had that downstairs. I'm trying to use up again and things that we do have. I'm going to add a little bit of that, probably about 1.5 cups to 2 cups. I also want to add some garlic. I'm just going to finish this jar. I have a can of green diced chilies. I'm going to add that. I have a can of tomato paste, and I'm going to add that. Then I would ask diced tomatoes, but all I have left are these 2 cans of whole tomatoes. So I'm going to add those. And I'm just going to kind of break them up in here. And that is the end of my canned, like, actual tomatoes. So it's ready for me to start growing some. I do still have some tomato sauce and tomato paste in cans, but I don't have any more like whole tomatoes, stewed tomatoes, diced tomatoes, anything like that. And I don't plan on buying those unless for some reason our garden does not do good this year and I can't get any canned, then I'll buy some. Okay, we're going to do 4 tablespoons of chili powder. 2 teaspoons of salt, 1 teaspoon of black pepper, and 1 teaspoon of cumin. And that's it for this. And I'm just going to give it a quick stir, and then we're going to turn this heat down to low and just let this simmer for a couple hours. By the time Luke is done with his teacher, dinner will be ready. Should be perfect timing tonight. So I'm just going to cover this and put it on low and let that go for a couple hours. Okay, so while that's cooking and while Luke's teacher is here, I'm going to show you guys some stuff Charles recorded for you the other day, putting the sides and stuff on the pig house. Hopefully we're going to have that up and out and get cows moved and everything we got to do hopefully this week. It has been so wet and rainy, we've not had a chance to do a lot of that. And then we're also going to take a look at all these chicks. We have so many new baby chicks. I can't wait to show you guys. So let's do that while I do school, and then we'll be back to check on dinner.
Oh, well, it is Monday night, and I don't know how good the weather is going to be for doing much of anything out here. It's not really rainy, but it's not really nice either. And I got to thinking about it overnight, and it was easy easier to put this on sideways, but I think I need to rotate it and do it vertical, which is the way that it actually should be run. As I was thinking about it last night, these openings right here are going to let moisture in if the wind gets, picks up while it rains, and well, let's face it, it does that here. So I think I'm going to take this one off tonight and rotate it upward, and then look at doing another piece on the side, and then probably lay it down and cut a diagonal across the two to make my side, and then flip it. So I'm going to get started by trying to get this one off, and then we'll see what it looks like as we keep going. No, run without it wouldn't be bad.
Here they are. Hello, everybody. Hello. Oh my goodness, a little gray one. So how many are there in here all together? Have you guys counted?
13.
13?
3 in the brooder still, incubator. And 3 haven't hatched.
Okay, so this is what it's looking like so far. It's been cooking almost 2 hours. And it is looking really good. It would be thicker if you had, you know, the canned tomatoes diced instead of the just whole tomatoes, because there's some big chunks of tomato in there still. But that looks so good. I'm making some rice to go with it, and then dinner will be done. Alright, so Charles is going to be your taste tester. Are you going to put cheese on it? I put cheese and sour cream on mine. And I already tasted it. It's wonderful.
Then why am I taste testing it?
Because you're more honest, I guess.
Is that it?
I don't know.
I thought I got
different
to taste test
opinion.
because I got to go first.
No, I always go first.
I'm okay because, again, I know how hot you make your chili as far as temperature goes, so I'm good with it waiting for like 30 minutes on me to taste test it. That's really good.
Well, that turned out really good.
Be really good with some crackers too. I like milk with crackers. It's very good.
I thought so too.
And it's not so hot I'm melting my mouth. It's hot though.
Told you not too bad.
And this is my most cleaned up taste test in weeks.
Well, I know. He had to go in the office.
I know I did.
All right, guys, that's going to wrap it up. We're going to go eat. I think it's very good. It turned out really good. Usually I put some kind of sugar in it, and I didn't this time because if you haven't noticed, I'm trying to cut the sugar. And it turned really good. It was good without it. I thought it was very good. All right. Well, I will see you guys tomorrow. Thank you so much for watching, and have a great day or night wherever you are. Bye, everybody.